he definitely, he walks the walk. He's awesome. Jim Palmer is a serial entrepreneur. He's a marketing expert, and he's an in-demand business coach. He's the founder of Dream Business Academy, a live business building seminar, and Dream Business Mastermind and coaching program. He's a video marketer and podcaster who's taught thousands of entrepreneurs, both virtually and one-on-one, in his mastermind and coaching programs. He's written and published 7 books about marketing and business building strategies, and he started and grown multiple 6-figure businesses. His main website is getjimpalmer.com, not to be confused with a Hall of Fame pitcher of the Baltimore Orioles, but still a great Jim Palmer. Getjimpalmer.com. He has a rockin' Facebook group at dreambizgroup.com. Of course, we'll have those links for you in the discussion window. And his next Dream Business Academy event will be held September 26th through 28th in San Diego, California. That's at dreambusinessacademy.com. We'll talk about that later in the show. In 2016, Jim and his lovely wife, Stephanie, sold their home of 30 years to live on their boat full-time and truly leverage his dream business to his dream lifestyle. Today, from his floating home, Captain Jim teaches entrepreneurs and small business owners how to create their dream business so they too can live their dream lifestyle. He's also a great guy, one of my best buds and favorite people. Everyone who knows Jim loves Jim. Hello, Jim. Captain Jim, how are you?
Bob Berg, how you doing, my friend? You're the only one I would come on the day after Independence Day for the long holiday weekend and give up some time for. I'm thrilled to be here, sir.
Thank you. You are on your boat, I take it.
We are.
All right. And I want to hear the Jim Palmer story. I think the first book of yours I read was, Stick Like Glue.
Yes.
I think. And I loved your story about when you were working as, I think it was manager of a bike store, and how you really turned that place around. And this was really your start.
Right.
Tell us about that.
So I became manager at 21. I got married at 21. And I really had to, and then by 23, we had our first of 4 kids. So I really had to start making a living for myself. And, but in the early 80s, Bob, as you'll remember, that was what we now refer to as the Carter recession. Our sales were tanking a little bit. We didn't have any money to market at all. But everybody that came into our store and interacted with myself or 3 or 4 other guys that worked there, we sold them stuff. They enjoyed coming there. And I thought, we need to find a way to have a conversation with people who already know who we are but aren't coming in, right? Because it's getting too hard to get new customers. That was really the birth of my whole mindset for the last 30 years, which is one of customer retention and not necessarily customer acquisition. We go through this know, like, and trust dance. Every time we get a new customer, we have a transaction that turns them into a customer, and then we somehow ignore them and we move on to the next new customer. And I'm saying, well, wait a minute, let's pay attention to these people over here, because that's going to be the second easiest sale to make is to those people. So I wrote a newsletter, and that's how I got into the newsletter business. But I'm trying to condense a long story. First of all, I met my wife at the bike shop, that's the best part of my bike shop days. Mm-hmm. And but every job I had after that, Bob, I was in marketing, and I did newsletters for like 30 years. And when I was 41 years old, I was VP of marketing for a training company. My position was then eliminated with the company. I had a very healthy ego. I'd done very well for myself in my 20-year career, but suddenly what I thought would be 3 to 4 weeks of unemployment turned into almost a year and a half. 12 months into my unemployment, I had cancer. So I was at a really, really low place. We're already 50 grand in debt, keeping the family afloat. And that's when I decided to start a business, right? You're broke, you're in debt. Why not? So I started just go for it. And I hit pay dirt right off the bat? No. In fact, my first 12 months in business, Bob, was what I call revenue free. So that was me getting my feet wet, planting a ton of seeds, meeting people, networking. I think I joined 12 chambers of commerce, network, all doing everything, cold calling. And then in the 12th month, I got customer 1, 2, 3, and I kind of took off from there. So I'm sure there's a huge lesson there. But that was really the start, Bob, of my first and second career in the newsletter business was starting out that business. And then I got into internet marketing and instead of meeting customers one-on-one, local businesses, I started a company called No Hassle Newsletters, and
Right.
we grew that to over 1,200 small business owners in 9 countries. And then my next company was Concierge Print Mail on Demand, No Hassle Social Media, Custom Article Generator, Success Advantage Publishing. I just started going. And kind of fast forward to about 4 years ago, I did a little rough math and figured I'd already worked more hours than I did my entire life growing my business through the initial years. And I said, I want to start building a lifestyle instead of just constantly more. And that's when we first got into boating. We bought a 30-foot boat. Stephanie and I just loved the lifestyle every weekend, being down on the boat. And when Stephanie left her land job about 2 years ago at this point, we weren't landlocked anymore because I could do my job anywhere. I got this microphone connected to the internet. I could meet with my clients virtually anywhere. And one day she came home with the idea of living on a boat. And anybody who's got, remembers the movie Jaws, you know exactly what I said. Well, we're going to need a bigger boat. And so we sold our house. We sold our 30-foot boat. We bought this 50-foot boat. And we've been living on this for almost 15 months now and traveling up and down the East Coast and just really enjoying life.
Okay, I want to get back to that later because you're helping people create their